We hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back under. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time now. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That is caught by Anderson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Newton to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing captain. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this one. No, okay.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside. Defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tackle and 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 14. Here's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. Can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Pretty impressive play. Scrambled out of the pocket. Now, it took some guts to throw that ball because the defender was right there.
Tells you also that his offensive line understands who he is. You don't just get one block on a play. Be prepared for 2 or 3 in order to help keep the play alive, and that allowed for the completion downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Running right through it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill going to throw for it. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, This is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
How can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Elijah Molden helped to make the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Under pressure, they got him again. Danico Autry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Trucks over him. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 36 yards. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the room. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of it. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a 3-yard touchdown run. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Harold Landry getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Fighting his way through contact. Pushes past him. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Rolling to his right. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Tannehill looking to throw. Oh, he bowls over it. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton taking a shot here for Marshall. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Newton now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They bring the pressure and, a very short kick. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 50, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jeffrey Simmons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Tannehill. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Play action. It's Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Shakes off the sack. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Newton. That's caught right side by Anderson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Escaping the pressure right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, 36 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. That entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jayon Brown able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
This is unbelievable.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave it.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill unable to corral him. He fights through.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Peterson running right.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
Schwarzenegger review. This is not a challenge play. This is a what the fuck was that review. It won't show it, but what the fuck was that? Wait, it won't show it. Wait a minute.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today?
Anyways, you seen the snap. That's what I was talking about, was the snap. But there's a clear view. Both of his feet were in. Was damn near close though, but as you can see where the ball went in his hand, right here's when the ball entered. Both of his feet, as you can clearly see, are placed but below, before you get to the white line, and he falls down. But I just want to know what the hell happened on that on the snap. It looked like he was trying to do a play action or some shit, and I don't know. Let's get back to the game.
But the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Bud Dupree getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the return, it's Rodgers. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 40, the 30. Oh, it still won't go down. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. What, 224 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond.
Schwarzenegger review. This is a challenge play. That looked to me like that was a touchdown. Let's take a look at that. There's the snap. Okay, Peterson going with it. Alright. Right here. He dives down. The knee is down. Let's take a look when the knee was down. Then right here. The knee drops down. Right there. No, his knee ain't down. Right there. His ass is down. But the ball is just barely in. You can barely see. The ball is barely past the white line. And he is in for a touchdown. But I guess it wasn't. Schwarzenegger over.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Flush to his right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And Thomas has it. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach.
Schwarzenegger review. Where did he go out the bounds? Wait. Right there. Right there, he's out of bounds. Alright, guys, just making sure. I'll leave you alone.
On the sideline, still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now he's forced out left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And he's had all kinds of problems just getting punts off so far. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. Shreds the tackle. He's still on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.